Jai Hind all of you. I am Professor P.M. Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Agronomy, Kekiok College of Agriculture, Nasik. Today we discuss on farming systems in relation to environment, its resource cycling and flow of energy. First, farming system in relation to environment. Food security, livelihood security, water security, natural resource conservation and environmental protection have emerged as major issues worldwide. The IFS was first propagated with overall aim of establishing sustainable farming system with reduction in exposure of the environment to pesticides and other agrochemicals. Adaptation of organic farming was naturally expected to prevent short and long-term ill effects on the biosphere. Programs such as linking environment and farming assisted farmers to move towards environmental implications of IFS are briefly presented under different heads. First head, ecosystem. This category comprises floral and annual biodiversity, habitat diversity and landscape conservation. IFS perform better than conventional farming in respect to total floral and faunal diversity. Second head, soil. The IFS tends to conserve soil fertility and system stability better than conventional farming system. This is due to mostly higher organic matter content and higher biological activity in organically farmed soil than in conventional managed. Furthermore, IFS has high erosion control potential. Then ground and surface water. The results show that IFS result in lower nitrate leaching rates than conventional agriculture. Actual leaching rates per hectare are up to 57% lower on IFS than on conventional fields. Organic farming does not pose any risk of ground and surface water pollution from synthetic pesticides. Fourth, climate and air. On per hectare scale, the carbon emission are 40 to 60% lower in IFS than conventional ones, whereas one on per unit output scale, the carbon emissions tend to be higher in organic farming. Fifth, farm input and output. Nutrient balance of IFS farm in general are close to zero. The NPK sulfur surpluses of IFS were significantly lower than on conventional farms. Negative balance were found for phosphorus and potash. Most research studies reviewed indicate that energy consumption on organic farm is lower than on conventional farm. 6. Animal health and welfare. Housing condition and health status depends highly on farm specific conditions. Thus, housing conditions seem not to differ significantly between IFS and conventional farm. 7. Quality of farm produce. The risk of contaminating food with pesticides and nitrate can be assumed to be lower in IFS rather than in conventionally produced food. A strong argument exists for the superiority of animal products from organic in comparison to conventional farming. 8. IFS associated health risk. Increasing health consci- consciousness among the people has led to increased demand for vegetable products grown in the absence of pesticides and synthetic fertilizers, popularly known as organic. Then, resource recycling. Organic waste from crops and livestock production and household waste are the valuable sources for organic residues. Cyc- Cycling organic wastes. Recycling of organic waste such as crop residues, dung, and urine from domesticated animals and wastage from slaughterhouse, human excreta and sewage, biomass of weeds, organic waste from fruits and vegetables production, and household waste, sugarcane trash, oil cake, press mud, and fly ash from thermal power plant leads to gold from garbage. Two farming systems have been proposed for ensuring sustainability: low input sustainable agriculture and organic farming. Low input sustainable agriculture. In this system, use of external production input is minimum. Production costs are obviously lower. Then overall risk of the farmer is considerably reduced. Besides these advantages, pollution of surface and groundwater is avoided and healthy food with very little or no pesticide residues are ensured. This system held promise for both short and long term profitability. However, the system suffers from the one serious drawback: continuations of low external input agriculture will perpetuate to the vicious circle of lower inputs, low yield, which the third world countries with ever increasing pressure can ill. Second, organic farming and waste recycling. Organic farming is the backbone of sustainable agriculture. Organic farming is mainly depends on organic recycling. Industrial agricultural chemical like fertilizer, pesticide, herbicide, etc. are not used for or used to minimum extent necessary in this kind of farming. Organic farming may result in compatible performance as conventional agriculture and crop growth with high major application could tolerate the pest and disease attack better. It is sound and sustainable way of growing more food. Organic recyclable waste includes crop residues, waste, farm industrial waste, multiple and sewage waste. They are valuable sources of plant, nutrient and human in tropical and subtropical soils of India, where there is general deficiency of organic carbon and plant nutrient due to rapid loss of these components by biodegradation. To make up for these losses, extensive utilization of organic residues in agriculture is essential. In addition, they also protect the soil from erosion. Thank you. Jai Hind.